arugula.
Or onion. Hey guys, it's Allison. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 3 of my tasty challenge. When I originally did this video, it was like an hour long, so I cut it down into 3 parts. Today we are doing the arugula and goat cheese flatbread as well as the chicken bacon lasagna. What is it called? It's a lot. The bacon chicken Alfredo lasagna roll. Alright, so for this meal, I was not looking forward to it because it already sounded like something I didn't want to do. But I was excited to make the little flatbread. Anytime I get to make dough from scratch, I get really excited about it. Okay, so these videos don't really do a good job sort of highlighting how much effort sometimes these things take. Like, just because you make one flatbread, you still got to make all the rest of them, and it takes a long time, so be aware. Me and that dough was going at it for quite a long time. Oh, so we got white peaches instead of orange ones. This was just what they had in the grocery store. They taste exactly the same, but those are just the peaches I got. That's why mine looks a little bit different. It looks decent. It looks really good, actually. It looks good. All right, we're about to try this. We did not match on purpose, okay? You know what? It's not as bad as I thought. But it ain't good though. I don't like it.
Let me go back in.
The tostada part is good. The peach is good. I don't like the arugula. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
You're pretty decent.
It's a no for me, dog.
What don't you like about it?
I think it's the onion. Maybe I don't like goat cheese. The arugula. But I like the peach and the flatbread and the glaze.
I mean, if you like vegan stuff, you'd be down for this. Except I guess it's not vegan with goat cheese on it and stuff, but if you were a vegetarian,
let me try one more.
It's like, if it was me, I'd put like twice the amount of peaches and half the amount of arugula.
Oh, onion.
Yeah, maybe no onions at all.
As you can tell by my reaction, this was not my favorite meal. I didn't like it, but I kind of knew that going in, just based off the ingredients. Like arugula, I don't really like. Goat cheese, I don't really like. But the flatbread part was good. Like I actually made the flatbreads again for a different, I made Philly cheesesteaks with the flatbread. It was good. So flatbreads, 10 out of 10, recommend. I can't say that I recommend the entire meal unless you like goat cheese and arugula. So for difficulty, because you have to make the dough beforehand, it was a little difficult, but it wasn't terrible. I would give it a 3. You know, it's just an extra step that most people don't want to do on a weeknight. For expense, it wasn't expensive at all. Like flour, you know, the arugula wasn't expensive. Peaches were not expensive at all. So I would give it like a 2, honestly. You had to buy a lot of ingredients, but I think the most expensive ingredient I bought was the balsamic glaze. It wasn't expensive. And then for taste, okay. Again, because I don't like these, I would have to give it a 1, but I will say that I thought this was gonna be like absolutely disgusting. The peaches were actually a very pleasant surprise. I never thought in a million years that peaches would taste good in this combination, but I really enjoyed the peaches. So it made me kind of think about food a little bit differently, but I didn't like it. I did not like it. I think it was the onions. It was a lot of onion and it was too much. And though that with the vinegar and the arugula and the goat cheese, it was very tart. And then it had the peaches for the sweetness, but it wasn't, for me, good. But if you like goat cheese, you like arugula, oh, this is gonna be your jam. But I will never eat this again. Is it repeatable? No, I will never ever have this again. But I might add peaches to like a salad or something because it was really, really good. So yeah. Oh, I feel bad, but that's the truth. You have to shred your chicken. So I got a rotisserie chicken and I just shredded it. So it's a rotisserie chicken, so it's already seasoned even though it looks a little bland. Then y'all, you gotta make your lasagna. So you have to make the lasagna. And then I'm showing y'all the time. It's 6:10. Just put a pin in that. It's 6:10. Anyway, so I was also gonna make a side with this. So while the oven was preheating, I cut up some potatoes to make a skillet potato for a side. Y'all, you have to cut the squigglies off the lasagna. Yes, yes. Unless you buy lasagna that doesn't have squigglies on there. I didn't know that when I bought the lasagna, so just be aware, you gotta cut the squigglies off. And look how easy they make rolling this bacon thing up was. First of all, it took forever and yeah, I don't know. Look, how do I just have this extra piece of bacon laying on top? I don't know what I was doing. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What the heck? I was so confused. Where did that bacon come from? So I had to do the whole, not the whole thing, but I had to redo that part. Okay, there we go. Get it together, girl. You gotta lay out your squiggly-less lasagnas. They had regular mozzarella cheese. I, for whatever reason, only had shredded mozzarella cheese, but I had just to make it work. And of course, they get to rolling and make it look so easy. Y'all, this was not easy, okay? And then you have to roll it again in the bacon. Okay, so then you bake it, and I baked mine, but honestly, two things. I either didn't leave it in long enough, or you need a rack so that the fat can drain out the bottom. I didn't have that. Mine didn't get as crispy as theirs did. See, my bacon is floppy. You see? It's just floppy. Yeah, I didn't get crispy. Yeah, so that was my reaction, like, man. Let's get into it though. So for difficulty, I would give this a 5. Y'all, it took 2 hours. Not like baking time, but like prep time. Because by the time you boil the lasagna, shred the chicken, roll everything up, make the little bacon thing, it was a lot, okay? It was a lot of work, and I didn't know that going into it. I don't know why, because it's the videos, they make it look so easy. It's not, okay? It's not. And there was a lot of cleanup. So, for sure, 5, okay? For expense, it was expensive as well. You have to buy rotisserie chicken, and then you have to buy an entire pack of bacon, then spinach, cheese, all the stuff for Alfredo sauce, like heavy whipping cream and all this stuff. It was a lot, so I would give it a 4. For taste, even with all of that, to me, it was like okay. It was like a 2. I'm not saying that the flavors weren't good, but it didn't have no pizzazz to it, you know? I would have much rather just had Alfredo pasta with chicken in it, like easy. But this was too much. The roll was too much. The bacon was too much. And I like bacon, but it's too much bacon, you know? So I thought it was very mediocre. Amanda actually really liked it, but it was not my favorite thing. It looked better than it actually tasted. And the amount of work you put into it, you would think it's about to be fire, but no, it was very bland. I will never ever make this again in my life. So not repeatable at all. Anyways, that is the end of our series doing the Tasty Challenge. I would never ever do a challenge like this again where you cook so much back to back. It was fun and like a good bonding experience, like, you know, if you and your significant other are in the kitchen trying these recipes, that's like one of my favorite things to do. But out of all of this, I only got one new recipe that's repeatable, and that was the stuffed steak rolls. But again, I would only make that on a special occasion. But yeah, anytime I need a quick recipe, I always look at Tasty, but be more selective. Do not just blindfold yourself and pick something, okay? Because you don't do that, okay? Let me be here to tell you, don't do that. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next video.